Bro, that's your defender. That is your defender. And you are blaming the referee? That is your defender. He almost lied down in green pastures, bro. What are you talking about?
Ghanaians brought fact that shows Nigerians deserves what they got, guys. Well, with me here, I have video of Gojo Sheldon showing Nigerians that they deserve what they got, so they should stop blaming their referee. Guys, before we watch the video, I would love to give a shout out to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always clicking in. And if you're new here, my name is Delphina. I'm super excited to have you here. Please don't make it your last by subscribing to the channel, like this video and share the video. Also do all to press the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop another one. Let's get right into it. And please, at the end of it, kindly drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's watch.
Bro, that's your defender. That is your defender. And you are blaming the referee? That is your defender. He almost lied down in green pastures, bro. What are you talking about? And you want to win AFCON with this kind of play? That is your defender. The referee is not your issue. By the way, were Nigerians able to watch the match in their country? You want to win AFCON for here? Hey, don't ever make that mistake again. The eagle has fallen flat, down flat.
First I'll say is this, big ups to Morocco, you get me, they beat Nigeria on penalties, that means they advanced to the final against Senegal. Secondly, Nigerians, you cannot blame this Ghanaian referee because he didn't make no bad decisions that went against you. You know what I mean? So yeah, no excuses. Lastly, guys, is it only me that every time Nigeria are on penalties or have penalties, Osman don't really take them, like he's never at the end, he always comes off. Only Nigerians can judge him on that, you get me? Because in the day, Asamoah Gyan Ghanaian, because also I'm Ghanaian. Obviously, he missed that penalty in 2010. But at least he took another one in a penalty shootout, even though we lost. But he scored his pen. Victor Osman, if you're a leader for Nigeria, you have to take it, bro. Big boys do that. I saw JJ Koch done it back in his days. But yeah, any day Nigerians, is what it is.
Officiating today should be one of the worst I've seen in a very long time, like not too long, but the officiating today, everyone could see it. Even the commentator self was in disbelief in some calls that the referee was actually making. Bro, how can I explain to people in this image that Kevin Bassey was given a yellow card for his jersey being pulled? We all know that, yes, after the jersey was being pulled, there was a little bit of toggle and there was a bit of slap in between, and he gave Kevin Bassey a yellow card when you could have just stopped the game when Brian Diaz actually pulled the shirt. There was the other time where Lukman was being fouled and the referee just did eyes right, like he couldn't see. Maybe the whole incident was actually invincible. It was that bad that when what's his name, Bruno had an opportunity on the left hand side and the ball didn't go out for throwing and the referee blew for throwing. My coach was looking, everyone was in disbelief, like, what are you blowing for? Even the opponent, it took them like 2 minutes for them to settle down. So, okay, what is this whistle for? Is it for corner kick? Was it for throwing? Was it for foul? What exactly? Before he said it was throwing, and they were like, bro, this ball didn't go out. Like, the heck are you blowing for? This Ghana referee had something against Nigeria, or let's say the host country had something to do with this whole thing. Because it's crazy, because when you look at every incident that happened today, there was no replay. There was no replay for every incident that happened today. Go and check it very well. The throwing, go and look at the throwing. There was no replay for that throwing. Go and look at Kevin Bassey. It was only one replay. Go and look at Lukman. There was no replay. So many incidents that happened. I'm just mentioning the few that were noticeable in the game, but so many incidents. The referee, this is bad. AFCON need to do something about this. This is bad. Or will I say CAF need to do something about this?
This Ghanaian referee that officiated this match, CAF needs to investigate him. In fact, they need to hold his license. How can CAF choose a referee like this to officiate such a sensitive match like this? This referee truncated every Nigerian's attack. This referee destroyed Nigeria's game plan. This referee will see corner, he will blow throwing. This referee will see throwing, he will award foul. At some point, this ref even interfered. He enjoyed the match so much that he had to even intercept a pass.
This referee destroyed Nigeria's momentum. I understand the fact that Morocco dominated and they played beautifully, but this referee's decision affected Nigeria's momentum. All these little tiny bits error here and there affected Nigeria's build-up play. When they announced this referee, I knew, in fact, many of us knew that there would be problem with this referee. Where did God see? What kind of referee is this? But we watched the other part of the semi-final. We watched Egypt and Senegal, and the officiation was free and fair. Why did you give us this referee? This referee, he did not play with whistle when he was small. Every now and then, he was just blowing everything. Blow, blow, blow. He was blowing for every damn thing against Nigeria. This referee did not even give us 50-50 chance at all. At some point, I was not feeling like, did this referee not play with whistle when he was small? Because at some point, did you see Ademola Lookman's look? He was like, I would pull him out.
If I was to ask you, which one of these two players, the one in white or the one in red, which one do you think got a red yellow card? If I was to ask you, somehow Callum Bassey got a yellow card in this scenario, how would you feel? You think, oh, I'm joking, right? Because there's no way the guy that's getting dragged behind gets the yellow card and the one in red gets a free kick. And now the one in white misses the next game if we qualify. I said it in in my video that having this Ghanaian referee screams corruption, but people thought I was joking. How are you giving a yellow card to the guy that's getting fouled? How?
I'm still wondering, since I started watching football, I don't know how an opponent will pull Calvin Bassey's shirt and he's the one that is receiving a yellow card. Just funny officiating from Mr. Daniel and CAF. We can't be having such performance when you have one of the biggest games in the history of African football. Every single eyes were on this game. It was Morocco versus Nigeria in the semi-finals. So congratulations to Morocco. They made it through to the final.
This is an international tournament. Ojoro did this game and it should be treated as such. I don't understand why a defender will pull Calvin Bassey and it is Calvin Bassey that is being given the yellow card. Now Calvin Bassey will miss the next game if we qualify to the finals. What are you trying to even tell me in this game? Like, what am I watching? I am watching biased game. Everything is just happening against us. In this game, the type of free kick that has been against us, I cannot count it. What is happening? Please make it make sense. When you're supposed to check VAR, you are not checking VAR. When the VAR is from South Africa, referee Ghanaian, and we are playing against host country. How do you expect us to settle? Please make me understand what I am watching. See, Nigeria better makes it through this thing because I will not finish my video today.
God bless you, Ghana. Thank you for all the support. People have always been with us. Thank you very much. Thank you. All the yellow cards you gave to Morocco, you know, thank you. Give anybody that Bassey yellow card. Nice one. Thank you very much, Chukwueze, for the super penalty. Super. Thank you, Chukwueze. Thank you, Tinubu. You are doing so well. Nigeria is shining. Edo State, Okpebolo, Yaya Bello, ESCC Chairman, Harrison Gwamnishu. Thank you, all of you. Now don't try, oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank God. Everywhere is working. The country is good. Thank you for destroying. But everything, Nigeria is shining. Edo is shining. Harrison, thank you. God bless you, people. Ghana, Asante Sana, Patapa.
Rate Ghanaian referee's performance out of 10 and explain why.
3/10. Why? Is not because I want to give excuse for Nigerians for our loss, but because it was so obvious that it was refereeing from a place of I'm under pressure. You understand? It was so obvious. Most of the yellow cards that were supposed to give to Moroccan players to caution them, he didn't, and unlucky for us, we are out. So no much bite on him. 3/10.
So Nigerians have started again. Semi-finals of the AFCON. Ghanaian referee would be officiating Morocco, Nigeria. Hey, Nigerians everywhere. Social media is buzzing. Let me before I even go on, let me read something from DW. This is on social media. I just saw this, that the Confederation of African Football's appointment of Ghanaian referee Daniel Ni Ayilayi for Nigeria's AFCON semi-final against Morocco has sparked mixed reactions among Nigerian fans on social media. The match will be played on Wednesday, that is tomorrow, at the Prince Mulai Abdallah Stadium, with assistant officials from South Africa, Lesotho, Mozambique, and Rwanda. While some fans praised Lai's experience, others are worried because of Nigeria's long football rivalry with Ghana and South Africa. Online reactions have included concern, criticism, and jokes as fans debate whether the decision is fair or simply part of normal football politics. CAF's referee choice has added tension and excitement ahead of the AFCON semi-final. Now, Nigeria, why are you worried? I am here supporting you, Ghanaian. I am supporting Nigeria against Morocco. But why are you worried? And CAF too, why? Now, if Nigeria should lose, they will blame Ghana. They will blame the referee. If they win, everything will be cool. But if they lose, they will blame the referee, Daniel Nilai. But Nigerians, I am standing here on behalf of all Ghanaians, assuring you that Daniel Nilai is an experienced referee. He would be very fair. Look, go back and read or go back and check his credentials and records. He is the best referee for this game, and he would be in his best posture tomorrow. And tomorrow you would enjoy the referee's officiating. And I bet you, whether win or lose, you can't blame the referee because there would be no fault with the referee. It would be solely based on performance of the two teams. That is the assurance. But it looks as if, are you not sure of yourselves? Because I'm sure of Nigeria. That's why today I am in the Super Eagles jersey, just to support Nigeria. And because there's a Ghanaian referee, you people are everywhere talking. I mean, what is it? If you feel the referee is bad or would be biased, in the center circle, shoot and score. He can never say it is not a goal. He can never say it is not a goal. So please, concentrate on the game tomorrow. Play your best. The referee would also be at his best. And let's see what happens. If you win, fine. If you don't win, you accept the defeat in good faith. CAF. CAF to why? Don't let these people, don't let them lose and have a cause to lay or project their loss on Ghana. We beg. But we believe in Daniel Nilai. He would be fair tomorrow. And tomorrow you would enjoy his officiating. And at the end of 90 minutes, you have no cause to talk about the referee. You will be talking about your performance, whether win or lose. Ghana is not at the AFCON. The appointment of a Ghanaian referee is now trending all over. Meanwhile, these are two giants, host nation versus a 3-time AFCON champion, Nigeria. We should be talking about tactics. We should be talking about strategies going into the game, head-to-head, what to expect. Now, all attention on the Ghanaian referee. Abba. You people should let Ghana rest. We are not at the AFCON. That is why I have today put down my Ghana jersey. I have put down my Ghana jersey and I am in my Nigeria jersey just to, support my brother. And now, look at what is happening. It looks as if this whole AFCON is like Ghana is part. Meanwhile, Ghana is not part. We did not qualify. Please, let's talk about tactics. Let's talk about these two great teams. Leave the referee out. There are 22 men to talk about, plus 2 coaches to talk about. And we are talking about 1 center referee. But I assure you, you guys would enjoy Daniel Nilai tomorrow. Mark it on the wall. he is the best for this game. If you don't know him, go and research on Daniel Nilai. I'll leave it here. We'll be back tomorrow after the game.